kick it. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package that I need.
You ain't going nowhere. Tie that left, tie that left. We go 21, 21.
Breeze now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Breeze on third down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Way in punt formation for Washington.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Ravens.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Breeze. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
A gain of 6.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Breeze.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
No gain on the
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
He was tackled.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 14.
Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes this Washington 17. Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
He's got daylight. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Baltimore.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
45 yards shy of midfield. 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 45 yards
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Breeze. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. 20! And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Come on. 5-8, 5-8.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
56, right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch it. 56 to Mike, 56.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play it for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Ravens.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
13 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On the carry.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
6-yard pickup.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play action. Breeze. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down.
2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a dump off here complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Going deep here for Watkins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 2 yards on the pickup there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Today's final Washington.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
Hey, they finish a perfect month of September on